Hi guys, welcome to a new season, or whatever the hell you want to call it, of Random Shit. I'm going to completely change up the format and do things in a brand new way here. So I have my new co-host with me, Sarah Gazzetti. I said your last name right.
Oh, you said my last name so wrong.
Well, you're going to have to say it then until I get like an intro card for us so I don't have to fucking announce the show.
You can just call me Sarah Jihad.
I could call you Sarah
Because
Jihad.
I drop lyrical bombs. What I do.
The Persian princess.
The Persian excursion, as I'm in the hood. That's what they call me. When I was in juvie, they called me the Persian excursion.
How long were you in juvie for?
3.5 months.
Holy shit, you're a badass. You're way tougher than I am.
Because I ran up on bitches like Cyrus. What?
So, when you did that, was that like, how were you like, that was before you ever met me. That was like a long time ago.
Oh, that was when I was 15 years old.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that was a long time. Well, not like you're fucking old, oh god.
I mean, I am kind of old. Thanks for reminding me. I still got some time until I have to wear the Depends, you know. Although I think when I'm old, I'm just gonna say fuck Depends, and I'm just gonna shit and piss wherever I want.
I'm gonna make them like go up into my anal cavity and pull the shit out of me.
Oh wow.
That's what I'm gonna make them do. I'm not even gonna like put the effort into you do the bowel movements. Fuck all that shit.
You're gonna be abused often, I have a feeling. All the elderly abuse that happens in your retirement home is gonna be on you.
Like, Mr. Teller, you make us dig so deep for that shit. Why do you do that? I'm like,
just fisting asshole. That's all I imagine. So that's a good start to random shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where we talk about random shits.
The show has literally become about fucking fecal matter now. That's just fucking Oh god. But not to well, yes, definitely to get off topic. I don't want to talk about shit anymore. How have you been?
I've been good. I'm waiting the end of the earth patiently here in Flagstaff.
Think it's really gonna happen? Do you really think that's gonna happen?
I don't know. It's kind of a toss-up. We, living so close to Sedona, Arizona, which a lot of you, if you're not familiar with Sedona, it's pretty much where all the nutcases and crazy new age people live. They believe there's a large amount of vortexes that exist up there.
Oh God, I know exactly, with the crystals and all that shit, and
the crystals and the whole shebang-a-bang. And there's a guy in Sedona who believes that on December 21st, 2012, at exactly 11:11, when the end of the winter solstice is supposed to happen, there's going to be a portal that's going to open underneath Bell Rock. Okay?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. A portal? So, yes. What's going to come out of the portal?
Okay, well, this is the thing, is he believes that across the world there's going to be various portals that are going to open that are basically, you can use them as gateways into interspace or space travel or to go in between different dimensions.
Where do they go? It sounds so broad. I love it when people talk about that type of stuff and it's just so they're portals into outer it's like, what? Okay.
I mean, I think that's the whole point. It's it's the unknown. We don't really know how vast space is.
My question is, how much acid do you have to do before you start seeing the vortexes? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I don't...
I feel like there's some truth to the energy aspect of Sedona that I can agree with.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you why.
Okay, tell me.
There was one time that me and my mom, we went up there and we were kind of doing all the little spiritual-esque stuff that they have, okay?
You guys playing the stones on your head and everything and...
Well, no, we took aura photographs and they took us
Oh God, you guys are so funny.
Well, they took us to the Buddhist stupa, which was really actually pretty cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah, it was opened by the Dalai Lama, blessed by the Dalai Lama. It's pretty cool. But one of the things that our guide told us that I'll never forget was be careful about living in Sedona. It takes a specific type of person to live up here because because the energy basically intensifies anything. So fucking crazy person anyway come to Sedona, it intensifies it times 10. Okay.
So you're saying if I go there, I'm gonna be out of my fucking mind, like I am already.
Well, I don't think it's like within like a day or two you're gonna start noticing a difference. It's like if you actually live up there, you know, that's your home, it's gonna intensify things. And I think it's true because the people that you meet up there are really intense, you know. I don't know the last time you went to Sedona, but...
Never, but that's okay. Maybe I should check it out sometime. I really don't know. I feel like, you know what, with the whole energy thing, and I'm not trying to get off on this whole new hippie bullshit or whatever, but I have smoked DMT, and I will tell you, when I smoked DMT, I had this insane spiritual, like, energy walk thing. Like, I left my body, and I transmorphed into another dimension, and I'm pretty sure, like, when it came to it, I felt like I met with God, and I was pretty at peace and all this other stuff, but at the same time, I don't know, that could just been how powerful drugs are. So, I mean, like, I just fall into this, like, I don't fucking know.
Well, you know what DMT is, right?
Yeah, it like, messes with your dream pathways and stuff like that. It affects, like, all types of things.
DMT, basically, what it is...
maybe I really don't know what it is. I just smoked it, tell me.
It's a synthetic, it's basically the creation, it's a synthetic form of a hormone that is in everybody that gets released when you're about to die.
You know what, then? That explains why I met God and I felt fucking at peace then. I saw, like, energy orbs. I don't know how to explain it to you. Like, it was, like, light blue energy orbs. That's what I fucking saw in waves. And then when I came back, it was like I was there, and then like a wave, like an ocean came back over me, and I was back to being conscious or whatever the hell. I felt like I was gone for 2 hours. I was out for like 15 minutes.
Well, and that's the thing about DMT.
Covered in sweat. I was just covered in sweat.
Yeah.
It was horrible. It was fun though. It was horrible. I don't know if I don't know. It's crazy.
Well,
a lot of people.
So is dying, you know.
Yeah, exactly. So I experienced what it's like to die. That's
pretty
crazy.
Much.
Wow.
That's the point of it. The interesting thing, but I want to get real quick to that guy in Sedona.
Gotta punch this in. Okay, tell me about the guy in Sedona. I want to know.
Okay, no. But this is the thing, though. Is so he believes that in various parts of the world at 11:11 these portals are going to open, and one of them is underneath Bell Rock. Okay, so what he's going to do is he's going to jump off of Bell Rock into this portal.
He's going to think the vortex is going to pick him up, and he's going to.
Well, no. The vortex has nothing to do with it. It has everything to do with this supposed portal he believes that's going to be...
Oh, so it's a portal that's going to pick him up. I'm so confused.
Or he's just going to drop down, like, I don't know. And
so he's going to cliff dive to his death, basically, is what he's going to do? Because we both know no portal is going to pick him up. Come on, Sarah.
Pretty much. Well, I don't fucking know. Do I?
You think a portal's going to pick him up?
I mean, the chance of that happening is slim.
I'll bet you $100 it doesn't.
No, I mean, I agree with you, Kyle. Like, I think the chance of that actually happening is very, very, very rare.
Yeah. Anything can happen. Listen, I'm not one of these people.
I don't know. Crazy shit happens. You know?
It does. Crazy shit does happen, but
open for the possibility that if something crazy does happen, then I'm not too off guard about it. You know.
They're like, I knew he could jump through that portal.
You know, I mean, I'm just prepared for myself. But my question is...
What's that?
How is it... I mean, are they even going to let him go through with that? You know, because...
They shouldn't. That should be against the law. You shouldn't let someone... It's basically committing suicide. He has that much faith. I mean, we wouldn't let people that are religious in this country go, oh, I have the faith... We call them cults. It's like, oh, I have the faith in God that God's going to take me at this final hour or something bullshit like that. I mean... No, it's craziness. Come on. The guy's obviously, there's something probably mentally wrong with him, let's be honest.
But that's the weird thing about it too, though, Kyle, is that it's in Sedona. You know?
So he's in Sedona, he gets a pass on being crazy? That's nuts. That makes no sense.
People there might actually, like, really, like, subscribe to that. You know what I mean? And be like, you should let him do it. It's gonna happen, you know?
Well, they probably do subscribe to it, but it doesn't mean it's right. I mean, like, you think about the Mormon cults up in Utah that have like the 100 kids. I mean, they support it, but it doesn't mean it's right if you have a community behind it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, I'm just saying I'm going to be very interested to see how the Sedona Municipal Police handle that situation. Because honestly, I'm scared of December 21st, 2012, even if nothing fucking happens, I'm just scared because of how many people think that something's gonna happen. You know?
I'm so...
Like, I'm afraid there's gonna be fucking, like, rioting and, like, looting and, like, fucking crazy ass shit. Like, that scares me. Just because you remember, like, the Y2K thing. Everyone thought that shit was...
Yeah, but what happened? Nothing happened. People
Yeah,
freaked out for like a day, and then they all returned their generators the next day because nothing happened. Honestly, I think people that... It's good to be on your toes, but I think to overreact and think, honestly, the world's going to come to an end is so silly.
This is why I'm scared, because I think that many people are going to overreact about it. Even if nothing actually happens, everyone is going to overreact with this thought of, well, the world's going to end, so fuck it, you know?
I'm going to enjoy laughing at those people. Because on December 22nd, we're all going to be here and everything's going to be fine. And we're all going to be... See, I know, unfortunately, I have this knowing in myself that I'm probably going to live to be old. And it sucks. And I'm probably going to get to see the next generation of people come up, and I'm probably really not going to like them. Yeah. And that's just the way it is.
Well, you don't even like the generation of people now, Kyle, so yeah.
Yeah, it's true. I don't relate to anyone now, so I don't know. I'm going to relate to anyone like 30 years from now. But, like, it doesn't help, you know, the fact. I don't think it really... I think people being so... It's like, my God, there are so many more, like, imminent dangers in our life that you can't just spend your time worrying about. Oh, my God. Like, conspiracy theories. Like, the Mayans... How can Mayans predict that we're going to die? I mean, like, or that the world's going to come to an end. It's just so... I don't know. I don't even waste my time paying attention to it because it's so ridiculous.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
No, I mean, like, it's just... No, I have nothing really to say about it because it's just like... Well, okay, if it happens, then we're all dead. And if it doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen.
Right.
I can't sit here and go like, oh, my life... I mean, it's kind of unfortunate then, because it doesn't mean I accomplished all that fucking much, which sucks. But, I mean, it's whatever. I can't help the fact that the world's going to end. Right. And I think trying to, like, you know, get ready for it and, like, have all this water and food and stuff is a complete waste of energy. Fucking, come kill me. Fucking, let the Horde's fucking messing and use my body. I don't give a fuck anymore. Seriously, like, I can't, like... have irrational fears, because if I did that, I'm a person already full of, like, total irrational fears. I have all these stupid fears about life that are, like, completely unfounded. If I started wasting time, like, going into other things that can't even really affect me, my God, I'll be such a head case, I'll never leave the house. I'll just be like, oh.
Do you even leave the house now, Kyle?
Enough. I don't have that much to do. When I move to Chicago, I'll be a lot more out.
Uh-huh.
You know, so... Yes, I will. I'll have a job. Yes, I will.
Oh my God, that's so.
You want to get into this? You want to talk?
No, I don't. I really don't.
No, this is funny. No.
I want to tell you something real quick.
Okay, tell me.
Okay, so I'm taking this artist cinema class, right? Okay.
Hold on, I just want to play this out real fast. Notice how she quickly changed the subject. That's her verbal jujitsu right there. All right, go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
This has to do with what we were talking about.
All right, go ahead. I believe it does. Go ahead.
And, so, you know, every week I have to go in and, watch like a movie, you know, whatever. It's part of my class. And one of the movies that we had to watch was this one called Melancholia. Have you heard of this?
Oh my God, sounds familiar.
With Kirsten Dunst.
Is the world like coming to an end and stuff like that or something?
Yeah.
Yes,
so,
I've seen that,
okay,
yes.
Okay. So pretty much it's this whole movie about, you know, the end of the world, this planet is going to come and crash into Earth and everyone's going to die and whatever. Well, at the end of the film, we always have a discussion, okay? Huh. And there was this one lady that decided to come, and she was like, you know, I watched Melancholia, like a couple months ago, and I really feel that this director is onto something. And
God.
So I
God.
And I did research about...
I felt like the film was more just telling you what to do with time. That's what I felt like the film was saying. Like, you know, do with the time. I don't know. Maybe that's why. Maybe I got the wrong thing out of it, but I didn't feel like. I don't know.
In like interviews with the director, and I can't remember his name. It's like Lars von Trier, I think is his name.
Crazy fucking.
Yeah, crazy fucking dude.
Director name.
If you've seen any of his other films, he's fucking insane.
Which is awesome. That's cool.
But basically, because he's an extreme depressive, all right, and
so am I.
Yeah, well, he created the film because
go ahead.
he was going to a therapy session, and his therapist had told him about how people who are depressed are able to handle stressful situations a lot better because they already think in their head they know what the outcome is and it's going to be bad. You know, so therefore they're comforted by the fact that they already know shit's going to go bad, and so they don't freak out in stressful situations.
Oh, that's absolutely true. I do that to myself constantly.
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh, things are going to get really bad. No one thinks they'll turn out so bad. I'm like, oh, okay, everything's fine. But I think I don't think that's like necessarily a bad way to live. I honestly, I know I'm a fucking head case. I know that probably 10 years of therapy is down my road, and I realize that. But like, I don't know. Like, yeah, you can't, I think being overly optimistic is bad, and probably being over pessimistic is bad too. You know, you can't be
give and take.
It's a give and take, absolutely.
But this lady that came in, she decided to make an entire packet. She was like, yeah, I think the director was right, and I did research, and I wrote a paper, quote unquote, a paper about.
Oh, wow.
And they're at the front, and everyone should grab like a paper as they leave if they're interested. And I mean, this lady goes on to say about how there's this planet called Nibiru or something.
Oh God, Planet
Have you heard
X.
about this?
No. Yes, I do. Oh God, no.
It's gonna crash into Earth, and like she listed like things that you should have if something bad happened, and it was like toys for children and things for kids, and it's like if a fucking planet crashes into us, lady, none of this shit is gonna matter. You know? And about how the rich have built underground communities so that they'll be safe if something catastrophic happens.
Oh God, she probably listens to too much Alex Jones, to be honest. That's too fucking funny. Oh my God.
Who's Alex Jones?
He's a conspiracy theorist. He's very popular for fear mongering. It just scares people. Makes you think the New World Order is out there. They're putting poison in your food.
Oh, really?
Yeah, of course. You know what? Listen, like, I know, like, you know, organic food's better for you and all the other stuff or whatever, you know, or eating raw food and all that. It's good for you. And like, I would love to like improve my diet and stuff like that. I just don't have the fucking money, you know. And I hear about like seed banks and like, you know, I know like our crops are sprayed with all this shit, and I know like the apples I eat have all this like pesticides in them and all this other crap. But you know what? I'm too fucking lazy to fix any of that. Until I have like a third arm sprout on my fucking body, I'm not really gonna freak out about it. I mean, like, yeah, the chances of me getting cancer are high, but or whatever. I mean, I don't know. Like, I can't. Like, if I went down that path of worrying about like Nibiru and like or Planet X, where the fuck they call it, and like all the oh my God, I would be out of my fucking mind. You know, I mean, literally, I think I'd be probably locked away because I already too overthink. I thank God I can rationalize things, and I realize things are fucking insane. Because like, there's no way you're not crazy. If you think that there's fucking like a planet, I don't know, like there's a planet out there and it's so far out into orbit that you can't see it, and only like every couple thousand years it comes into our orbit. Have you ever heard about any of that stuff?
Right.
Look at it. It's so crazy, Sarah. It's like not even worth your time looking it up.
That's what she was talking about, and she's saying that they're speculating that we're going to be able to see it on December 21st, 2012.
My ass.
We're going to be able to see the planet.
Sure, okay, yeah. You know, hopefully E.T. comes home and then we can phone home and then we can, you know, do all these things. I mean, it's such bullshit. I mean, come on. God. I wish I was like, I think the cash for gold stuff's really bad. I think like, oh man.
That is really bad. No, that is
really man. It's like all that conspiracy bullshit. Yeah, makes me so sick to my stomach. It's like just tricking people.
Please don't puke.
Like, bruh!
Little Lucy.
I don't feel good.
All the stupidity. It makes me want to vomit.
Makes me want to vomit. Ugh. Oh, man. It's too fucking funny.
Could that be your next song?
What makes me want to vomit?
Stupidity makes me want to vomit.
Ah, dude, I'd have to like, I'm not even interested in writing songs anymore. I've been so fucking lazy. That's why I started doing all the electronica music, because I could like, you know, I didn't have to work hard on it.
Right.
I could create it real fucking easily, so.
Right.
Yeah. I'm lazy, Sarah. That's like another bad thing. If I have to like get together with a big group of people, and I have to like somehow be the leader and like get them all into, it's so much harder with music, you know? It's just like a pain in the ass, and then, you know, fuck, you constantly promote indie music. You know what the fuck it is. It's a headache. Trying to get, like, I don't know. Music to me, and we've had this conversation, I just feel it's not worth it. That's just my opinion. I think I love music. I love music to death. And like and like I don't know if we're gonna go off on a tangent here, but like I love music to death, but it's not worth it, especially nowadays. And how everyone just steals their music and there's like no appreciation for the artist whatsoever. You're about famous for about like 10 seconds and someone moves on to the next thing. I mean, and there's just too much out there. It's like you can't even stand apart from anybody. Because everyone is so cut in that, like, you know what I'm saying? Unless you're completely out there different and crazy. But then you're just going to most likely get, ostracized. It's just like, and then you're probably not going to be realized for your genius until 20 years later and all this other bullshit. And it's just like, I don't know. I'm so like, ugh.
I'm so glad that more people don't think like you, Kyle, because nothing ever gets created.
No, I'm just thinking.
Like, what's the point? Everything's already been done. Why should I even?
As far as music, to be fair, it basically has been. I mean, like there's totally certain things you can do, but it's just rethinking the machine. And I don't have it. I love music. I'm a complete supporter of live music. I think it's great. I think people should, bands. That's a good thing. Like, I was a dream of mine for a long time, and like I'm not like trying to kill the dream for other people. That's not. I'm just killing the dream for myself because I'm being realistic. And like, it's not gonna happen. Or at least for myself. And I'm not going to put in the time and effort constantly. I don't want to be Icarus, rolling that fucking ball up the fucking hill and keep fucking. Oh, is Icarus the one with the wings? I can't fucking remember.
No, Icarus is the one with the wings.
Wings, yeah. I don't want to fly into the sun and fucking my face. Either way, I don't want to fucking fall down again. I'm tired of it. I know I can do other things I can be a lot better at, So it's just.
Well, and this is where your argument is faulty because you're basically talking about music for yourself and not for other people.
I'm not saying for other people. Well, I'm not saying for other people, but I'm just going to tell them.
What's the point with music?
Well, I'm just going to tell them good luck because most likely you're not going to get anywhere. Or you're not going to get a major deal. It's just not going to most likely happen. Because the record companies are so fickle now. And I don't know, it's not how it was 20 years ago, where they would actually give you a fat amount of money to front you and be like, oh yeah, you can make this money back for us and we'll give you It's just not a good business anymore. There's not that many options for the artists, and that's just it. I hope the internet's still in its infancy. If it really takes off, which is obviously going to, probably 20 years from now, there might be a new way to make a lot of money. But it's just like right now, I don't know anyone I know there's a few people that go on iTunes. Jason's really good about it. But like, most people just steal their music. Everyone I know steals their music. I don't know anyone that just like pays for it anymore. I know a few people still go to live shows and stuff like that, but they're musicians themselves. Most people that are just average going people, they have like a couple artists they know about. They're not interested in, American public is just there's too many things competing. And that's just been my opinion about it. That's my opinion about radio. That's my opinion about a lot of things. It's like, you gotta find your niche and, work at it and make it grow. And there's nothing wrong with that. But it's just unrealistic to think that you can even be like a multi-millionaire in this business anymore or have a 20-year career in music because people don't care. I doubt people are going to care for 20 years from now about like bands like Fall Out Boy. It's not going to fucking happen. And those are the people that have sold music and have sold enough music to be recognized. Right. And it's just like, ugh. And if I got into like DJing or anything like that and I actually worked my ass off and got on a major station, I would have to interview douchebags I'm not even interested in talking to. I'd much rather do a talk format and just do something my own way. Because then I don't have to, like, lower myself, like, humble the fucking assholes I don't even want to talk to or interview, Yeah. It's just the way I feel about it. I would love to have the power to choose who I want to talk to when I want to talk to.
A lot of those people that are out there that are touring, those musicians, they're good people, and they're trying to make their way, just like anybody else.
Dude, anyone that's doing what they want to do and they're making it happen, it's fucking awesome. Lady Gaga's fucking awesome. She's making it fucking happen for herself. You can't take away someone's success. That's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying it's not the same thing as it was in the 70s. It's just not.
Yeah, and things in the 70s weren't the way they were in the 50s, where people in the 70s bitching about, it's not like the 50s anymore.
No, I think everyone in the 70s was too high on coke and no one really cared.
There's nothing good out there. We should just.
No, I don't think that's really no, I remember my dad and all his brothers talking about how great music was back in the day and how everything gets shit now. And how my dad can even admire his parents' music. I can admire my grandparents' music. I can't really.
There's a lot of great music out right now. The thing is that there's a lot of crap out there, and you gotta wade through the crap to get through the good stuff. Absolutely. It's how much do you fucking care? You know, how much does it matter to you?
Absolutely.
You know, if new innovative music is exciting for you, then you will go out and you will find it. You know, you will scour, which is what I do. I scour. Just matters.
Well, you have that passion, which I really respect for you. Like, you want to find new music, you want to find new artists. And it's not that I don't, I'm just so, I'm so jaded by it. That's probably my problem.
I'm just saying, like, the people that
really what it is,
want to be told what to listen to will listen to Top 40 Radio, and they've done it since the beginning of Top 40 Radio.
Oh, absolutely.
You know?
I just don't want Top 40 Radio to be the only gig in town, and it seems like that is the only viable way to make a living now in the music business. And it wasn't like that, beforehand. Not necessarily. I'm not saying that necessarily, but it's just so, I don't know. I mean, hell, ICP, they made fucking like $10 million last year. Those guys are not signed to a major record label, so, I mean, that's true. But those guys' fans are also fucking morons, so it's whatever.
Yeah, it was actually pretty funny. You know, Fred Durst, from Limp Bizkit, they're coming out with a new album, by the way.
Oh, really?
And they signed to ICP's music record label. How weird is that? I mean, it's not too weird. Like,
what is the name of the record label? Is it like Psychopathic or something like that?
It's like, it's not Psychopathic. I think it's an off branch of that. I think it's like something like Big Money something. I don't know. They're just like the fucking, I mean, God just really scraped the bottom of the barrel when he made the people that listen to ICP.
You know what I think it is, though? I think they're geniuses. For the simple fact is, they found an audience, they know what their audience likes, and they can constantly...
But disenfranchise youth?
Yeah. Which is nothing wrong with that. You know, hell, listen. Someday people might criticize me for the type of fan base I have or whatever else, and I'm not gonna fucking, like, say, oh, my fans are stupid or lesser or whatever. Like, listen. It is what it fucking is. ICP, they make their fucking money. I don't think their music is good or anything like that, but... They obviously have they're doing something right. I mean, they obviously have some type of appeal. Yes, no matter it might be to white trash meth heads, it's still appeal. Okay. And that makes money. And that's what it's about, right? It's a business. If you're doing this for a living, it's about making a bottom line, right? Because if you're working for free, you're not...
That's fine. I can totally understand that. Yeah. So don't call them geniuses. They have
But they are to a degree. I mean, to a degree. Not complete. They're not Einstein, but to a degree, they are geniuses. They made money.
They have
brilliant.
They have just about as much genius as a cult leader, okay? Because that's all that they created. You
know how hard it is to be a cult leader, Sarah? Have you ever led a cult? You gotta keep people, like, enthralled with you. It's not fucking easy.
No, this is what they do. They create this whole idea of a family, you know? And a family that exists on another plane of existence. The fucking Dark Carnival. Not even a real fucking place, okay?
I love how we're arguing about ICP, and I'm taking the pro side, and I'm defending them. I never thought I would be doing this, but you know what? I'd hang out with those guys. I wouldn't fucking lie. You know, they probably smoke some weed. They're probably semi-nice. They're probably not, they're probably not so bad. I mean, like, I don't know. Sarah, I can really, I can put up with anybody, really, to be honest with you.
Have you listened to the song Miracles?
Of course, I've listened to it like 20 times. Sarah, I'm not sitting here defending their music genius.
They're fucking idiots. They should be exterminated, okay?
Well, that's extreme. Exterminated?
I'm just saying, you know, bringing down the gene pool.
Sounding a bit Gestapo right there, but...
down the gene pool. I mean, don't get me wrong,
come on. There's so many other things that I think The View brings down the gene pool just as much as ICP does. Give me a break.
At least fucking View is talking about, things that are actually happening. They're educating people. Instead, ICP is asking the question, how do magnets work? It's a miracle.
Talking about how they don't trust scientists.
I mean, come on. To a certain extent, I agree with eugenics. To a certain extent, I think those lesser people should be eradicated from the earth.
Sarah, you need those lesser people to listen to your radio show. You can't say that. Dude, those are everyday going people. Listen. People that listen to ICP, I don't, listen. I think people that listen to ICP, I think their opinion in music does suck. But it's their opinion. And music really in itself is subjective. I mean, I'm sure there's a juggler will listen to some of your music. Oh, this music sucks. It doesn't, it's all just subjective. You know what I'm saying? As far as entertainment goes. And I do agree. I do absolutely agree. Like, ICP does suck, but they're geniuses because they make a lot of money at it. So if you suck and you make money, who's the joke really on?
ICP. I'm not even talking about ICP. I'm just talking about the fucking redneck backwards retards.
Oh, the juggalos.
Listen to their music. You know?
Well, those...
And I'm sure, no, let me say this, and I'm sure that there are some very intelligent people that get enjoyment from ICP, and it's one of their guilty pleasures, whatever.
I enjoy them. I think they're funny as hell. I mean, like, you can't not laugh at... I laugh at their success. It's fucking amazing. It's amazing, man.
The thing is that ICP, for them bringing in this disenfranchised youth that we kind of talked about, these people that they need a community, they feel outcasted, probably not the smartest people out there.
Here, I have this question.
They're just being dumbed down more. At least the ICP, having all those kids, could do something positive and be like, you know what? Fucking go to school. Better your life. Be intelligent. Get a real fucking job, Like, don't just fucking come to the gathering and get fucking super faded and fuck a bunch of people without a condom on and get somebody pregnant and spread your retarded genes.
But I mean, to be honest, don't they do the same thing at a George Strait concert? I mean, I can't like sit here, I can't let you just generalize all of them because it's not treating I honestly, like, listen, I would never be caught dead at a fucking gathering thing, or whatever the fuck it's called. I wouldn't go. A, I don't like being around a big group of people anyways to begin with, and I just wouldn't do it. But, like, I respect it. I know that might sound really crazy, but I respect it. I really do. Because, like, hell, they put it on, they put their own money up for it. What the fuck ever, man. I mean, like, it is what it is. And, like, I don't know, like, it's weird, because usually I'm, like, very, like, vicious about, like, things, like, I think are stupid, but when it comes to them, I just give them a pass. I don't know what it is. I really do, I give them a pass. It's like...
Have you watched the promotional videos for the gathering?
Yeah, of course. Sarah, I've sat there with my friend.
It's all encapsulated in that 15-minute promo.
Have you watched, like, Juggalo Championship Wrestling? I've watched shit that you probably have never seen. Sarah, I know about ICP. I've laughed my ass off. Good and long. Trust me. I know all about them. I respect it. Because, like, listen, they all built that from themselves, and, what the fuck ever, man. America's stupid to begin with. Like, I can't be worried about, about a small sliver of people. ICP doesn't have that many fans, I mean.
So stupid, so let's just give it a pass to those people that are making it even worse. Even more stupid. Let's give that a pass.
Don't we already, though, with so many other things, though? I mean, like, I think you're not, like, it's our culture to begin with. It's not just, like, fucking ICP. I mean, like, there's so many things we need to start. I think ICP is, like, one of our least problems,
I mean, they're part of the problem, but yes, I agree. There's a larger problem in general. Yeah.
People are just disconnected. I mean, honestly, people are just disconnected to begin with. I mean, how bad is it then in kids' lives that they feel that they have to go and they don't feel like they're a part of anything? They have to go to ICP to feel like they're a part of something. I mean, Sarah, that means that they're reaching out for something. And that's sad. I mean, I don't know. I constantly go into, like, my psychologist fucking brain. I go, there's something missing for these kids. And that's why they're doing these things.
Well, I mean, that's just because, being a teenager is just a tough time. I know. I went through the same thing, I was all into, like, being goth or whatever, and, like,
I met you, dude, I've known Sarah since I was probably, like, 17. I must have met her, like, at the tail end, because she was, like, so beautiful and so nice. Like, I never got to experience any of this, like, crazy Sarah. I wish I would have. It would have been great. I would have better stories.
Well,
so all I can say is nice things about you. It's like, I've never seen her, like, get mad. I've never seen you, like, act, like, if anything, I've always... with, like, hanging out with you, I've always been the asshole. Like, you've always been, like, the calm, like, cool, collected thought one. I'm just like, whoa! Like, I lose my fucking shit. Like, it's funny to me that, like, you were, like, at one point in time, like, you were rebellious and, like, not rebellious, but, like, you're just, crazy or whatever the fuck. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Oh, yeah. Sure. No, I was. Obviously, I got into a lot of trouble, got put in juvie, as we referred to at the beginning of
Yeah.
and trust me, and I was face to face with a lot of these fucking ridiculous people that are probably just, perpetuating this idea of stupidity now as they're my age.
Did you ever fight in juvie? Did you ever fight with anybody in juvie or anything?
There was one instance I had to share a room with this girl. And
what happened?
She was newer. I had already been there for about, 2 months or whatever. So I had some seniority, in the situation. And, I was sitting on the top of we had bunk beds. I'm sitting on the top bunk of my bed. And
nice.
she's standing. And she's just going at it with me. Like, I don't even know what we were fighting about.
So are you guys like in a closed off area? So like there's like a door that closes behind you?
No.
So I'm trying to visualize this. So it's like an open area then.
Okay. How do I describe this? There was basically, it used to be an army barracks.
Oh, wow.
This place that I was at, okay? And they had converted it into this juvenile delinquent center.
Was it ran by the state or was it like a boot camp that you send kids to?
Well, this is the thing is, it was considered, I believe it's a private company.
Oh my god, kids die at those, man.
Okay, it was a private company, but they do get money from the county.
Oh my god.
So for every kid that they have, they get a certain amount of money from the county. Okay.
So sorry, Sarah. My god. You didn't like get abused or anything, did you?
It was a really fucked up place. And it was very, how do I say this? Corrupt. And
oh my god.
They were keeping kids a lot longer than they should have been kept for the sheer fact that they were getting money from the county. So of course they don't give up that paycheck. So
you really should have been there for maybe like a month or something like that, and they held you for like ever.
Well, I was there for a diagnostic period, which was 3 months, 90 days.
Fuck, 90 days? That's like forever. Shit. Like, if they put you away for, like, in a mental ward or something like that, they only can hold you for, like, 2 weeks or something like that with evaluation.
Yeah,
like,
well...
That's so crazy.
What happened so what they do is they have you have the 90-day evaluation, and then you have to go in front of the court again, and basically the place I was at, they would recommend what to do, either to send you home or to keep you for a year or to keep you until you're 18, okay?
Oh my god.
And they had recommended that I stay there for a year. And luckily enough, my stepdad, had a little bit higher on the SES scale. So able to hire a good lawyer and I got off, but unlike most of the other people I was there with that were from a very low SES, low income family base.
Oh man.
Most of them were going to be there until
they got screwed. They got fucking screwed.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. That's so fucking corrupt. So it's like there's an incentive to keep you there because these people are going to make money off of you.
Exactly.
So my god, that's so backwards. It's not even funny. Do you even feel like what you did was even that, like, I'm not going to get into that, but like, did you even feel like it was like what you did was even that bad to like get put there?
Honestly, I had such an intense and psychologically damaging home life, that I pretty much almost in a way put myself there. 'Cause I was just trying to get as far away from my house as I possibly could.
I totally understand that shit. Oh man.
Yeah. And I don't mean to like turn this whole discussion on me and like my issues or anything.
No, oh my god, no. This is called random shit. We talk about anything. Go ahead.
But yeah, like I guess like I said, kind of put myself there in a certain way. I had my opportunity to get out, which I didn't even mention. I was also in like a group home 3 weeks before I even went to juvie. So actually, I was in the custody of the state for about 4.5 months.
Oh my god.
But yeah, it's just.
So is this back in New York?
Yeah, this was in New York.
Okay.
So I was in there with gang members, like girls that were like Crips and Bloods, you know what I mean? I knew this girl, she got transferred to like the longer unit, like the year-long unit. her roommate was like beating her with a clothes hanger every night, and
What?
yeah, dude.
How does... It's like, time to go to bed. I'm gonna hit you with this clothes hanger now.
Yeah,
What?
right. Pretty much.
Oh man, dude.
We had a riot when I was.
Oh, what? You got to get into the riot. What happened? How did that all happen?
I wasn't in this riot. This was on another
Level?
board.
Okay.
Okay. So basically they have it separated out. So for the girls, like there's a different ward for different level girls. Okay.
So like security levels, like girls are more dangerous than other girls.
Right, exactly. And the same thing
Okay.
with guys too. They would have.
Okay, I get what you mean. Absolutely.
One thing that always weirded me out, okay, and this is like a side note, but they had a sex offender unit, okay?
What? A second for girls?
No, for guys.
And they were in the same buildings as you guys? Like, what? They didn't, like, house you guys?
In the same area, but, like, on different units. But the weird thing is that they would put the guys that had, like, sexually abused somebody with other boys that had been sexually abused.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. It was really, really...
Did this place ever get shut down? Did you ever find out what happened to this place?
I think they're still open. I don't know if I
God.
should say their name or not. But
Fuck 'em. Say their name.
It's this place called Kids Peace.
Kids Peace, okay.
But but yeah, so what were we originally talking about? Oh yeah, so the riot.
Yeah, the riot, exactly.
So we had this unit. It's called Susan B. Anthony. This is in upstate New York, so it was all like, feminists.
Yeah. Oh God.
And so the Susan B. Anthony ward is basically your high risk girls that are going to be there until they're 18.
Oh, so the girls are dangerous. Basically.
Yeah, very dangerous, right? Something happened one night. They had a huge fucking riot. Okay, all these girls just all decided to go fucking crazy. Okay, they got nothing else better to do. So they're like ripping things apart. They're attacking the staff, whatever.
Oh wow! And you guys aren't like segregated into cells, so they're just like out in the open.
I never went on a Susan B. Anthony ward.
Okay, so you wouldn't know.
Like where I wasn't in a cell.
Okay.
Because they're still trying to assess your risk level.
Okay, makes sense.
But I don't know what kind of level they were on. This is all I heard.
Oh my
So
God.
they were attacking staff, whatever. They called the cops. The cops came. Then they started like attacking the cops.
My God.
Going after the cops and stuff. It was intense. So like the whole board was like on an extreme lockdown for like a week. Like
a week? Oh my God. Do you know how long the riot lasted? Was it like an hour or something like that?
It was probably like a couple hours.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Those girls weren't playing around. That's pretty fucking crazy. My God.
Well, I guess if you got, you're obviously a dangerous teenager, you're not going anywhere until you're legally allowed to, what do you have to lose? You're not trying to get out,
Nothing. I mean, you have nothing to lose.
That's why.
Honestly, fuck. I think that's so unfortunate. It's not good to put people in that mindset, because you're gonna get the worst out of them.
Right.
Like, my God. Especially, oh God.
Yeah, well, and that's why they're, like, in prisons, they're so scared of death row inmates, because, like,
of course.
They're gonna lose, they're gonna die anyways,
exactly.
So, we better make sure that they're extra locked up. So.
Yeah, I don't, I still don't never know how I feel about the death penalty. Like, sometimes I'm, like, really fucking for it, and then sometimes I'm so against it. It's just, like, really, I'm such I don't know, it's a case-to-case basis, because I'm just, I don't know. I think it should be only used for really extreme cases and stuff like that, obviously. I mean, fuck.
Well, yeah, and the messed up thing about, death row is that oftentimes it keeps getting put off.
Oh, yeah, there's guys on death row for, like, 30-something years.
Yeah, which I think is even more psychologically damaging, as opposed to in the old day where it's like, we're just gonna take you out and hang you,
Oh, yeah, or fry the shit out of you. It's like one of those two things, yeah.
But now it's like they have to go through all the bureaucracy, all the paperwork,
It's, everybody's got a lawyer now these days, It's just like, which is a good thing and it's a bad thing. I think it's good because I think there's a lot of people we probably put to death in death row that probably were innocent and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah,
and so it's it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah,
It really is.
It's like, do you
Yeah.
how do you know who to say, fast forward on this one, we're going to put you right to the front of the list, you know?
Oh, absolutely.
Somebody else. Because, yeah, you don't know. They could actually end up being, you know, innocent, and then that's blood on your hands. That's innocent blood on your hands, you know?
Yeah, I mean, God. Like, that's why I would never, ever would want to get involved with, like politics or anything like that, or want to get involved with criminal justice or anything like that. I have, like, 2 family members, like, they're police officers, and I have, my one cousin, she deals with, like, children rape and all this, like, child molestation and all this stuff, and I'm just like, I don't know how she has the will and the strength. She's a strong woman. I have no idea she has the ability to do that, because I would want to come home and stick a gun in my mouth and blow my brains out, because I just couldn't, I can't deal with stuff like that. I get way too sad, and I invest too much emotionally into people that I'd be like, it'd drive me nuts. So, I can, but like, it's a sick world we live in. It's just the way it is. But, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the reason why you would not be good in a system like that is because you're a very black and white person.
I am a very black and white person.
And when it comes to the law or to politics, you know, there's a lot of gray area.
Oh, there's so much gray, and I know that enough to know that I would not be good at it. Yeah. You can't be, yeah. Like, I don't know. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's really life, though. I mean, life is gray for the fucking most part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I know is this girl's not gray. Ha ha ha.
Ha 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 ha. Is that like an AFI song?
Yeah.
God. Oh,
I had to put some comic relief in there. Sorry.
You call that comedy, okay?
You laugh, so yeah, I guess I do.
Just laughing at, well, I guess I'm laughing at you telling the joke. I don't know if I'm necessarily laughing at the joke.
Still comedy.
True. It's all about, it's absolutely true. Absolutely true. I was gonna say. Yeah. Like, I can't believe we ran out of steam. That sucks.
No, actually, I didn't know when you wanted to stop. I didn't know how long you were
We can go for, like, I don't know. Do you want to stop? And we can go for another, like, 5-10 minutes if you want.
Okay.
Alright, we can just do that.
Give me some, interesting news.
Okay, I'll go through news real fast, see if we can find some things. I'll go to that FARC website. Okay, I'm over here. Oh. The squeaky noise, my shitty mouse.
So, while you're looking for something, I found out something interesting the other day.
Tell me.
This is why I love crack.com. If you've ever gone to crack.com, it gives me such an infinite amount of information. I just love that website. But, did you know that the song "This Land Is Your Land, This Land Is My Land" is actually about communism?
You know what? That doesn't shock me.
I know, right? But you remember, like, how they would make you sing that when you were, like, in 2nd grade or 1st grade?
Yeah, okay, let's talk about that, Sam. How's it about communism, though? Explain it to me.
Woody Guthrie, the guy that wrote the song, was a communist sympathizer, and he wrote the song, okay?
That makes sense, okay.
You know, in support of communism. There's actually 2 whole, like, verses that get cut out of the verse.
I didn't realize Woody Guthrie was a communist sympathizer. I mean, I knew he was, like, really liberal, but okay.
Yeah. So,
that's fucking interesting.
Right?
So people are just, so is there, like, this whole, like, outrage about it then, or what is, like, the Republicans are all, like...
I think it's one of those things, that happens when a group of people adopt something as their own, and it becomes to have a different meaning.
I got a good example of that. Like, tons of, I think there was, like, it was Bush or one of the Republican candidates, when they were running, they played Born in the USA. And so they completely missed what the fucking song was about. And, like, Bruce Springsteen asked
it was
John McCain. I thought it was McCain. I thought it was McCain.
No,
maybe it might have been Reagan. It might have been Reagan. It might have been Reagan right when he came out. And because that's when Bruce was, like, at the height of his popularity.
Right.
But, like, I think it happened again though, and he asked the person.
McCain used a Jackson Brown song. I know that.
Yeah. Running on Empty or something like that.
Yeah, Running on Empty.
Brown sucks anyways, my God.
Right.
Shit. But
depressing song to have for your campaign, like America's running on empty, you know. He had no fucking chance against the Change campaign.
Oh my god.
Chance.
Well, Obama is just such a better PR person. From the fact that, like, I don't know. He's just a better PR person. He just is. His people, he looks better. Like, they tried to drag him through the shit, like the first time with that whole Jeremiah Wright thing. They couldn't fucking do it.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, they tried. They just couldn't fucking get anything to stick.
He's a Teflon man.
He's just good at what he's a good politician. I mean, like, I'm not really the biggest fan of Obama. Like, I voted for him, but it is what it is. I'm not going to vote for Romney. That's fucking craziness.
It's because the man looks like a robot. Anybody else?
His policies are just insane. I mean, it's like, I don't know. And also, you don't even look at his policies. Like, the fact that, like, he thinks that you can roll down, like, airplane windows. Did you hear about that?
What?
He was, like, on a plane with his wife, and he was, like, saying, like, we're just, like, she was sick or something. I can't remember the story necessarily, but he's like, it would have been really nice if we could have just rolled down the window. And it's like,
right, and just
suck the fuck out. Yeah.
Turn everyone down to a fiery death.
It's just like, it's just like, if a man doesn't understand, like, the concept of, like, how an airplane works, I don't really want him to be president, So it's whatever, but.
Well, and I think it's also very metaphorical as well,
I think so.
The people that he considers more important and at the top should be appeased, regardless of if it sends the whole entire plane into a blazing fiery death.
Isn't it just like the Republican Party in general? It's like we can appease like this small group of people. It's like fuck everyone else.
That's why I've never.
Unfortunate. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, like, because I think if the Republicans actually got some people in their party that were, didn't seem like complete, like, androids, I think they probably could get somewhere, but.
Well, and that's the thing, is, like, they talk about how the more likable a president is, the more chance that the American public will feel like they could have a beer with him. More likely he is to get elected, And this is why I don't think Romney had a chance from the beginning.
I agree, because, I think you're absolutely right.
He seems like he's the cousin to the crazy robot cop from Terminator 2.
The straight-laced, like, cousin.
Yeah. But he's still an evil droid.
No, he is, for sure.
Everybody in the head.
I think the whole Mormon thing was working against him. I think people in this country are still pretty prejudiced against that, and I don't think people are going to vote for a Mormon. And I know that might sound like whatever, but it's the truth, so. It's
true. Well, Bush got his 8 years of presidency from the grassroots.
Absolutely.
Movement, which was all the evangelical Christians. None of the fucking evangelical Christians were going to come out to support a Mormon. That was not ever going to happen. So, yeah. Romney had no chance. No chance.
I mean, I'm not going to try to throw Jason under the bus, but I remember going to, like, church things with him and them having, like, pamphlets about how the Mormons are bad and all these things they do. It's just like,
really?
There is, like, yes, there is a complete, like, prejudice in the Christian community against Mormons. It's absolutely apparent. And people, like, they just don't talk about it in the media. And it's so funny to me because it's so fucking there. I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's just like, my God.
That's because, we're talking about cults, man. Mormons are one of the best cults.
All religions are a cult, though. I mean, I just don't buy into that idea. Like, it's all Jim.
No, you're absolutely right. Right. I totally 100% agree with you.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there's a certain amount of things that we're able to tolerate, okay? We're able to tolerate Christianity and Judaism and Buddhism and Hinduism and, to an extent, Islam. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But Mormons, Scientology, all that shit.
It's the 3 M's. It's the 3 M's. We don't like Mexicans, Mormons, or Muslims. That's what it is. That's what it is. This country, we have those 3 groups we have a real problem with.
Oh, man. That's rough.
It's true, though.
Yeah, well,
and it's unfortunate. I don't agree with it. I think prejudice on any level is absolutely fucking silly. You should judge the person, not who they are or what they believe in, or
right.
whatever else. And I think, it's whatever. I think I hate how PC our country is, and I hate how people just won't say what they mean. Everyone is so afraid of offending the other person that we're all living now in this box where it's like, oh, if I tell you how I feel and you get your feelings hurt, like, it's all on me. It's like, no, that's just honesty. I mean, like, the truth hurts sometimes. I have no problem, like, hearing things about myself, like, you gotta hear the bad and the good. Because if you only hear good all the time, you're gonna become a complete fucking narcissist. You're gonna always think that you're fucking right and all this other shit, and like, you can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't inundate yourself with people that only agree with you.
Yes, man.
Shit like that. I like people that tear me down or tell me when I'm fucking wrong. I like it. I think it's a good thing.
Is that why you hang out with me, Kyle?
Oh, well, that's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons why I do a show with you, because, like, you're the, like, I told Sarah, like, and I'm gonna get a little bit behind the scenes, like, I don't want to do a podcast with anyone else but Sarah, because Sarah knows what she's doing, and she's great at it. And that's just the truth. And, like, I don't want to work with anybody else. And it's just the way it is. Because I don't think I'm gonna, have a good enough flow with anyone else like you. I'm just not gonna find it. And as I get better and better and better at doing these things, I'd rather get better with someone that I know is already immensely better than myself. Like, you're, like, I put you, like, up on a pedestal as far as, like, you have a great flow with your voice. You're great. I'm still getting there. I'm working all the kinks out, but I'm gonna get there. But, like, you're wonderful, Sarah. It's the truth. You really are.
But look, you're one of my yes men right now. See?
Oh, shut up.
Shut
up. Oh, fuck you.
I'm gonna become a total narcissist.
No, I respect you, and, like, what you're really good at what you do. And, like, I put you up against, anyone else out there, because you are great. And I've had tons of girls that have tried to sit in with me. They all say like and every other word. The sentencing of everything becomes so broken up. Like, I can't get a good flow going with the show. Like, everything is so disconjointed. I mean, shit, I have podcasts where, like, I talk about yoga pants for, like, 10 fucking minutes. It's fucking horrible. What the hell is that? Like, this is, like, the first show I've actually had of, like, real substance and actually something I can really, like, sink my teeth into and actually get a good flow going. We've been talking now for 56 minutes, and we're going to end up the show here real soon. I've never had this good of a show happen. I just haven't. It's most of the time just been complete garbage. It's just the truth.
Well, good.
I'm like wanting to end it, and I've been, like, counting the minutes down, It's like, that's not the case with you. So, you're great at what you do, Sarah. You really are. I respect you definitely on a professional level, without a fucking doubt.
Thanks, Kyle. You should totally edit out all of this.
I know I'm going to, because like I'm not gonna let anyone hear me praise you. Are you fucking kidding me? But
gotta keep up appearances, remember?
Oh, I know. I gotta seem like I hate your guts. But no. But seriously, like, there's just no one else I'd rather do it with, and it's just the way it is. But yeah. Basically.
How would you like to end this? How do you want to end it?
There's a couple ways I can end it. I can play out a song, or there's a couple things I can do. What do you want to do? Come up with a clever ending.
I don't know. What was the last thing that we talked about? We were talking about yes men and Mormons and how we don't like Mexicans, Mormons, and Muslims. Okay.
Whoa, that's not at all what I said. I said I like all three of those. I like them. I said people in this country generally have a problem.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I'm trying to get back on track.
Oh, fuck it. We lost the track a long time ago. It's not a big fucking deal. Yeah, basically, I'm not gonna butcher Sarah's last name again, but...
Gossity.
Gossity? That's how you say your name?
Call me Sarah Jihad.
Oh, God, yeah, that's not gonna make me look fucking bad.
That's what I go by. That was my nickname when I was going to massage school, so that's the nickname I subscribed to.
Is that gonna be your on-air name? Are you gonna, like... Or at least on my show, it can be your on-air name. You want that to be your on-air name?
I usually just go by Sarah or Sarah G, because I don't think the public is ready for jihad. They're not ready yet.
Fuck them, though. I don't care. They're not ready for me. I really don't care. It doesn't matter. Like, you're fine. Well, Sarah, like, I don't want it. Like, listen. Like, the more offensive, the better. And that's all I was saying.
Sarah Jihad.
Sarah Jihad, yeah. We're going Sarah Jihad. Because it's funny. They're gonna think you're like a fucking Splinter Cell or something. Fucking hilarious. Alright. Well, this is Kyle Taylor and Sarah Jihad signing off, and this is another episode of Random Shit. So thank you guys for listening, and hopefully we can get another show out within the next couple of weeks. I don't know what Sarah's schedule is, but...
We'll figure it out.
But, okay, thank you guys for listening. Alright, bye.